CROSQ's energy portfolio is guided by the CROSQ QI in Energy Roadmap, and it details how we should unfold our energy agenda till 2030. This document is informed by the CARICOM Energy Policy, which was developed by the CARICOM Energy Unit that is situated at the CARICOM Secretariat. So I think I can safely say that our work in energy, we receive our directive as it relates to energy from the CARICOM Energy Unit. In 2013, Quoted Energy gave CROSQ a mandate to develop minimum energy performance standards as well as energy efficiency labeling standards for appliances, equipment, and buildings. Because of our limitations in resources, we have gone on and done two of those initiatives, which would be the energy efficiency building codes as well as the energy efficiency labeling standards and minimum energy performance standards for select household appliances. Yes, we received a directive to develop standards, but we realized that the standards on its own would not be effective. We needed a more comprehensive framework to support the standards, and which is why we took the approach of the Energy Efficiency Labeling Scheme. This means that the standards would be supported by a compliance or conformance regime as decided by member states. We decided to develop standards, energy efficiency labeling standards with minimum energy performance standards for 3 appliances because we did not have the capacity to do it for a wide range of appliances. So these appliances would be air conditioners, refrigerators, and lighting equipment, and that would be the CRS 57, 58, and 59. We've also decided to pilot with 4 countries. The decision of which 4 countries were selected was made by the member states themselves. They indicated interest, and as well as indicated interest, they brought value added to the initiative in terms of, say, Lucia being a good representation for the other OECS countries, Belize being also located in Central America and being in close proximity to Mexico, which is a source market for refrigerators into the region, and Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago being larger countries, Trinidad having the unique situation of being able to produce some of its own energy needs. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago are providing us with testing services for the rest of the region, and they are providing those services because they had already begun to do work in that area. Jamaica was able to expand its energy efficiency lab, and they were already implementing a national program for refrigerators. And Trinidad and Tobago already had an integrated sphere, which is the equipment that is used for testing of light bulbs. So we did not have to start from the beginning with them in terms of getting that type of support infrastructure in place, and that is why we are now piloting with 4 countries: Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Lucia, and Belize. When the labeling scheme is up and running, we are hoping that all of our member states will be using energy efficient appliances, that the appliances imported into the region would be energy efficient, and that at the point of retail they would have an energy label which would say that they are efficient. The label will be specified according to the regional standards. What does that mean? To the end user or the consumer, it means that with energy efficient appliances, your energy consumption is reduced, and it means that we could see a direct correlation between the amount of financial resources that is paid in terms of energy usage. The broader picture is that for the region and for member states, it means that our governments are spending less to import fossil fuels for energy use. Our carbon emissions are reduced, and it means that we can meet our commitments as indicated in international agreements such as the Paris Agreement. We've been able to develop the standards as I've indicated earlier. We were able to train lab technicians in Mexico and Brazil in terms of provision of the energy efficiency testing. We've conducted training in monitoring, verification, and enforcement of the compliance programs. We have gone on study tour to observe international best practice with Intertech, which is the world-renowned administrator of the Energy Star program. We've developed energy efficiency labels, and all of those outputs were instrumental in assisting us in establishing the labeling scheme. So we've established the labeling scheme in 4 countries. Some of those countries have already begun to actively pilot, and we are now trying to improve on or make it operational. And that means that we are developing procedures manuals at the national level. We're also developing regional guides. We are conducting impact studies to inform policymakers on the impact of such an initiative on key economic sectors. We're also developing national roadmaps which will assess and make recommendations for countries in terms of the implementation readiness of the labeling scheme. We're hoping that at the end of the next 2 years, we will have a model by which other member states, once they are ready and have the capacity, could begin to adopt those practices.